Hey everyone, it's me, Donna. Today I'm going to show you how I like to draw, or one of the ways that I like to draw eyeballs for animations and stuff, using Anime Studio Pro 8, which this will work on just about any version of Anime Studio. So let's get started. Okay, the first thing you want to do is pick like your eyelid colors. And so I'll pick this color right here, which you can pick any color that you want. Okay, then you go to the draw shape tool and you can either pick the auto stroke or leave it off. Depends on how you want everything to look. Um, so let me go ahead and draw a circle. Okay, so if I would have picked the stroke, it would have outlined this circle, but I'm not going for that look with this particular eyeball. Okay, so then what I want to do is create the white part of the eyeball. So I'll go over here and click white, except this time I will click auto stroke so that it will look as though this person has some sort of eyelashes. So then I will draw that part of the eye, okay? And also what I can do for the corners is I can click on the corners and go right here to this curvature button, click on it, and I can, okay, let me see what's going on. Let's try this again right here. Kind of wanting to freeze up. Whoops, wrong thing. Let me undo it. Freeze up a little bit, but there you go. So that got that. And then I'm going to get this corner right here. All right now. Okay. And also, to make it look more like an eye, I'm going to go up in here. I'm going to use this button right here, which is the add point button, and click on this line so that I can shape my eye to look more like an eyeball. Or not more like an eye, the under part of the eye. Okay. So I can do that. Okay. All right. Then what I want to do is create the eye color of the eye. So I can go over here and pick out, excuse me, whatever eye color I want, which this part is not going to be very important because I'm fixing to go to the gradient tool right here, click on it, and then go to the radial tool, and then I'm going to pick out a color. So I'm going to go with a green color, of course, right here. But you can pick out any color that you want. If you want blue eyes, red eyes, orange eyes, yellow, whatever color that you want, you can pick out. And you can pick out the degree, whether you want it to be real light or real dark, just whatever you want. Click on that, click OK, and then it will do this. Now you can spread this out if you want, like maybe if you want the ring around the color part of your eye to be like a darker color, and then the rest of it to be like a lighter color. You can just play around with that to get whatever degree that you want. I'm going to go with that. You click OK. Then you go up here and pick out the circle. Do that. Okay. So that will pick out that. Okay. In order to make your pupil, you will need to get out of the gradient. So you go over here and you click plane, and then I click black, and then I just do like that to create my pupil. Okay. And as just like an extra bonus, if you want to make your eyeball look reflective, you can go to white, click on it, And then you can pick out, if you want it to be more see-through, you can play around with this line till you get whatever degree you want for it to be like a see-through color. Okay, and then I'm going to get rid of the stroke, which you can leave the stroke on if you want to, but to me it just looks more natural to leave the stroke off. And I'm going to go right here on the eyeball, right next to the pupil, and that, and I will show you what that looks like. I'll go here to preview and see. Doesn't that look neat? Okay, so that's how that will look. All right. And if you're going to be using your eyes in your animation and you want it, your eyeball to move around and all that type of thing, and you want to be able to open and close your eyelids and all that, you're going to want to make this layer right here come to the front to where it will go over these other layers, okay? So what you do with that is, which I'm going to go back, I'm going to go to this, the eyedropper, so that I can make sure that I pick out that, so that when I go over here to the Create Shape button, click on it, all right? I click on this right here part of the circle, click on it, and I want to get this part right in here out of it, because I just want this part to be created as the shape so that I can make it, like I said, come to the front so that it will cover up the rest of it if I want to make this person blink or whatever. So then what you do is you go right here, you click on your shift button and hold it down, and then click on your left mouse button, or if you're using a laptop, you click on your left button and you get that part out of it, okay? Then you go up here to create shape, okay, so that makes sure that it stays that skin tone right here and that it created it as the shape. And then you go up here to the draw feature and you say raise shape to the front. So you click on that, and then that way I can go up here to the translate points button, and I can go to this point and pull this over my eyeball, and as you will see, it will cover it up, and it will really be shown when you go over here to the preview. See? So as you can see, it worked. Okay? So let me undo it so that I can bring that back up there, okay? So then what you can do is you can go over here and to the select points button. You circle this whole thing, make sure everything's selected. Then you can click copy, then click paste. Okay, then what I do is I go up here to this button, the flip horizon button, and I click on that. That way it flips it over to where it will be the other eyeball on the other side. Okay, so then what I can do is I can go here to this translate points button, and I can move this other part to whereabouts I believe that the eyes would meet each other. Okay, like that. Okay, then what I can do is I can zoom out a little bit. Okay, then I can go right here to this scale layer. So it's going to scale the whole layer, so I can shrink these eyes down, and then I can go over to translate layer and move these eyes to the center part of my page. Okay, so then I'm going to zoom back in, all right, and create that. Okay, so with that part done, if you want to make the eyes move around, what you can do is, let me zoom in just a little bit more. Okay, what I can do is I'm going to go over here to the layer area, okay, and I'm going to duplicate it like that. Okay, then what I'm going to do is I'm going to, which probably, let me delete that. Okay, let me try this again. Okay, let me go to this. Okay, the first layer. I'm going to go over here to the select points button. I'm going to select this. Okay, then I'm going to hold down on my shift button and I'm going to draw around this part to where I can pick this up too along with it. So make sure your shift button is held down. Whoops, if it will do it. Okay, so that adds that, and then also I'm going to go over here to this one, still holding down my shift button, okay, and click on it, and then also I'm going to take my mouse button, my left mouse button, or your left button on your laptop, and circle around that to get it selected as well. Sometimes you have to do it a few times till you get it all selected. If it wants to cooperate. Let's see here. There we go. Okay, so now that I've got them all selected, I'm able to move the colored part of my eye around and make it look as though the eye is moving around. Okay, so now I can duplicate this layer because right now I've got the first part, which is the eyes looking forward. Okay, looking straight ahead. Okay, so then I can duplicate it, and then I can go up here to my select points, or excuse me, translate points button, okay, and I can move the eyes this way, okay, so that will make it look like that person, even though it's facing me, and you know I would be looking left, but you want to say that it's that person is looking right. So what I can do is name it look right, okay. And then, of course, the first one, I'm going to say look ahead. Now, you can separate this as you name it. If you want to separate it, you can. If not, you can leave it all as one word. I'm just going to leave mine as one word. Okay, then what I can do is I can duplicate this one, and I can rename it look left. Okay, so what I do is I move the eyes, oops, to where they look like they're looking left from their viewpoint, okay? Then I can duplicate that one and I can call it look up, and I can move the eyes up, okay? Then I can duplicate it again and call it look down, okay? So I can have them looking down, all right? Then what I can do is I can go back to the first one. Let me unselect these others, okay? And I can make it look like the eyes are squinching, and then I can also give a closed look. So in order to do that, I'm going to duplicate this layer again, and I'm going to call it squint, okay? So then what I can do is I can go over here to make sure that my translate points button is mashed, and I can kind of squint the eyes, make it look like that, maybe even a little bit more like that, and just kind of make it look like they're just giving that, you know, curious squint look. So you can do that. All right. Then what I can do is I can duplicate that, and then I can make the eyes close even more by doing this. Do like that. And then just pull this on up. Whoops. Let me undo that. Like this. Bring it on up. Oops, my bad. Let me undo it. Down. Okay, same thing with this one. Get to about right there. And then, oops, let me undo that. That's the good thing is you can just go, if you do something wrong like that, you can just click the undo button and it will undo your action. Let me bring that down. Oops. Don't want to. There we go. I mean, that's pretty good. That's good enough. Okay, so now it looks like the eyes are closed. Okay, so now what you can do is you can go back and click these so that they're all selected. Okay, go up here and then click switch to turn this into a switch layer. You can do like that. Okay, so I'm going to call this eyes move. Okay, so then what I can do is I can go right here and then I can click on that and then hold down my shift button and then pick the last one of these because they're all going to be put into this switch folder. Okay, so I click on the bottom one so that it includes all of them and then put it into that. Okay, so now what I can do is, as you can see, I can right click this and it will give me all the different options for moving the eyes. So I can click any one of them and that's what the eyes will do. Okay, so let's start off with the look ahead thing. Okay, so then I can go in my timeline and I can start off at 1. Okay, and I can have it doing that, just looking straight ahead, okay? Then I can go on down to say 12, and I can make the eyes squint, okay? Then I can go on down to 24 if I want to, or wherever I want in the timeline, and then I can make the eyes close, okay? I should have named that close instead of squint 2. It's not actually squint 2. It's going to be close. But since I made that boo-boo, that's on me. But we'll just call it close for the sake of the video. Okay, so I click on that, and that will have the eyes closed. Okay, so then I can go down, and then I can have the eyes looking right. So they're open back up and that person is looking to their right. Okay, then I can go on down and I can have them looking left. That. Okay. So then I can go on down again and I can have them looking up. Okay. And then go on down and then I can have them looking down. Okay. All right, and then at the very end, I'm going to have them looking straight ahead again. So I can click look ahead. Okay, and then there you go. And so I can go back in the timeline and I can go back to the very beginning and then I can click play and it will show the movement that I just created for my animation. Okay, and if you want to, you can go back in here and like where I put where it, since I didn't name it, it automatically, when I duplicated it, it named it Squint 2. I can double click on it and I can change the name to Close. And then there you go. So let me go back and so I can just play it over. Whoops. Uh-oh. I know what I did. Let me click on that. There we go. And I can, yeah, make sure you've selected onto, like if you just got the eyes or whatever, uh, if you select on the layer and then click play, it's not going to show the movement. You have to be up here on the actual switch group itself, or the switch layer, whatever you want to call it. And then it will show on your timeline what's going on. Okay? So then what you do is, after you get through, if you want to create an animation out of this, you go up here and then you click Export Animation, and then you have it automatically set on 1 or wherever you want to start it from. Okay, then you can pick wherever the last frame is in your little animation. You can fill it in this box, and let me see where mine is at. Mine, I'm going to have it on like 84. And so then I click that. Let me go back to that. And let's see, 84. Okay. So I click on that. And then you name it. So I'm going to I'm going to call it Eyes Looking. 001, like that. And I've got it where I wanted it saved. And then I pick out how I want it to be formatted or whatever. So I'm going to pick this last one in the bunch, the Kodak or codec by radius thing. Click on that. Click OK, and it will create my animation for me. You can also add like a body to these eyes or whatever, and create an animation that way. Let me click out of that. Like take for instance, let's see, let me click over here to the zoom camera, and I can zoom these eyes way down. Okay, so let me move them up in the frame. Okay, then I can go and pick me out a body. So let me go pick out an image, or you can use another Anime Studio object that you've created, or project or whatever. You can go in and you can pick it out and add it to it, or you can just pick out an image to add the eyeballs to. Um, I think I'm going to, let's see, what body did I have already picked out? Let's see. I thought I had saved another body in here somewhere. This is not quite what I wanted, but let's see if I can pick out the frog. Well, yeah, I can change the eyes on him if I want. So let me click on the frog, go up here to the layer, and let's see if I can have the eyes added to that. What I can do is I can click on the eyes, put them up above the frog. If it will work with me. Let me move the frog underneath. Okay, I can make these eyes, I can squinch them together more if I want to, and make them fit. Whoops, wrong thing. I had him selected. Excuse me, folks. Let me undo that. Okay, let me click on the eye switch layer and squinch these eyes closer together. Again. Go about like that. And see if I can move them over just a tad. I need to squinch them just a little bit more. Where have I got him? Let's see here. Like that, I guess. Over. So yeah, I mean, you can just play around with whatever. Um, eh, that, okay. So now let me go to this, and I can zoom in on it, and there you go. So now he has some eyes, and I accidentally had this on in the timeline, so the eyes are not going to do anything with them on him. So I should have had this over on 0 before I even added him to the animation, so that it would show the eyes moving around. But I can still go in here and add. Like I can go right here and I can click on this, and I can close the eyes. Then I can go down here and I can click on that and go in and right click on the eyes switch layer, and I can have him looking that way and so on and so forth. So you pretty much get the picture. Okay, this is not the best example in the world, but I just thought I'd go ahead and do this for any folks out there who wanted to know how to make eyes. And I know there's other people on YouTube who can do a lot better job than I can, who have done a better job than I did demonstrating this. But I just thought I'd go ahead and do my own version of it and everything. But anyway, I hope you guys enjoyed it. We'll talk to you later. Bye.